there, I'm back with another plan with me. This time I'm in my ANNB6 planner. So this is kind of like my household cleaning planner, and it is very much a work in progress. So a lot of the times I forget to just write things down, and so then we end up with things like this week that don't really have things written down, and you got a lot of white space and things that just haven't happened yet and things that just didn't work out the way that I thought they were going to. Implementing new things is hard. It's hard. So we're just going to move on to a new week and pick it up from there. So this kit is from River and Ink. I picked it up during their last sale. I don't remember when what their last sale was, who they were with, if it was Planner Boss Collective or if it was Ultimate Planner Sale or something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, she had a whole bunch of new kits, and I love her artwork. So she like doodles all of them, which I think is just amazing and gorgeous. And I was like, you know what? I need to get some more kits. Although in my last video I was talking about using up your stash, but remember I said that I bought a whole bunch of kits? Boom, right there. That's one of them. So considering that I had so much white space this last week, I mean, I love using the week's kits, and I think this would be like super great if you only needed a small space of stuff to like do your to-do list. You know, like not an uber small space, but I literally need like that much space, because let's face it, I am not cleaning 20 times a day. I've got older kids, and yeah, so we are going to start off with this. Okay, so this kit has the full boxes, and so I think what I'm gonna do is here, but then I'm gonna line them up down at the bottom, but I want to get date covers down as well. Oh, she's got date dots. That's amazing. Okay, what day are we gonna be on? Okay, we're gonna be on the 7th. So some of my plan with me's, I am further ahead. And then obviously this one I am not. And one of those reasons is because when I, especially for the weeks planner, I have, like I do release videos. So I can always end up getting a little further ahead. So, oh, okay. So we're talking about like household stuff and everything. I've been putting down 14s, and I'm looking over here going, oh my gosh, I'm putting down the wrong dates. No, you're not, Amanda. You're just not ahead in this planner yet, and you probably won't be. You're planning for the upcoming week, not a full week out. Yeah. So I gotta remind myself that. Otherwise, I'm gonna go crazy. Okay, so last week I talked about the printer stuff going on. I have amazing news. So I talked with the company that this last week about the printer, and the printer that I had bought, but obviously, you know, they don't charge until they ship. Still, they didn't have a date of when the printer was actually going to like get to them so that they could ship it. Like it still hadn't been delivered from their manufacturing place, and I'm like, that's a nightmare. And I'm not the only one that was waiting for this printer. So they ended up, you know, like obviously it's a whole corporate thing and meetings and talking about like, okay, we've got these customers that are calling us, but we can't get them their product. They need it, this, that, and the other. And so mind you, this is a big office commercial type printer. With printing planners, it's just a lot more volume that we're having to utilize. Okay, so the best is yet to come. Okay, because I have so many boxes, I can have an actual beginning sidebar and ending sidebar. I might pull in some more functionals. I've got some splashes that I think would match this really well, but we're gonna see. Okay, and now I'm just gonna go down the line and just add these to the bottom because I think they're just gorgeous. This is gonna just brighten up this spread so much, and that makes me so excited. Okay, so we had, you know, with the printers or with the planners, we print everything ahead of time, coil, all that jazz. Did you guys hear that? Those are my printers that are sitting next to me that are out of commission because they don't want to work right. But see, they hear me talking about them and they're like, we still work, we still work. No, you don't. No, you don't. Don't believe what your machines say because they lie. No, I can't limp you along because you still like to throw toner randomly throughout and ruin my expensive paper. So you are getting replaced. And you should actually hear the printer, like the one that we can somewhat get to work. It starts squeaking and squealing so bad that you think it's gonna like take off into outer space. It was so bad, you guys. So we got through enough planners for Black Friday that was going to help us get into the beginning of the year and stuff. I should have probably, in hindsight, I probably should have just sucked it up. But when it comes to like making big purchases for your business, it's just all of these things, okay? So we, oh jeez, this looks so gorgeous already. Okay, I'm gonna add, I like the green here. And then the orange is gonna go down above this one. I really love framing off boxes and stuff. Really love it. Okay, so should have bought it shortly after Black Friday is probably when I should have done this, but you know, hindsight's always 2020. I wanted to wait till the beginning of a new tax year so I could get the most, you know, bang for my buck in terms of, you know, writing things off for taxes. So anyways, it's been a solid 2 months since I ordered that printer and it still hasn't even gotten to where it needed to be. So ended up talking with a sales rep at the company. You know, corporate has made some, you know, like, okay, we're going to move some of our stuff around. And I had to buy an even more expensive printer in order to get one shipped. But we're at a point where we need the printers, so we don't really have a choice. However, to say, when you're a business owner, there are some things that will make you hyperventilate. And the fact that I bought this printer outright, I'm hyperventilating. So we're going to get, as soon as it's here, we're going to get cranking out planners, and I hope and pray that y'all keep buying them. Otherwise, I'm going to hyperventilate more and probably end up in the hospital. And we don't want that. That wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good. So, but I am proud to announce that I have actually gotten an email saying that it has shipped. Has there been any updates to the tracking? No, there has not. But we are so much further closer to having it, so much further in the process, so much closer to having it than we were a week ago when I was still waiting for the other printer. So that, my friends, is how this game is working. So we're just going to keep trucking along. We're just going to keep trucking along and ensure that we get there. So if my calculations are correct, I should have this printer this upcoming week, which means by this next weekend, we should be able to fully set it up. We have to, guys, this printer is huge. I honestly don't know where I'm going to store it. I don't know if I'm going to even be able to get it into my office, which means if I can't get it into my office, it's going to have to go into our schoolroom. Yeah. Do you see where I'm headed with this? So, like, we've got some finagling to do and whatnot. So, okay. So, I'm going to layer this down here because it's the weekend. Heck yeah, it is. All right. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. This has very much been, you know what? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to fix this header first and foremost because I don't like crooked headers. But I think I'm not going to lay down specifics just yet. All right, let's see what I got here. Okay, so I have all of these. I can put these on each. Well, when it rips, that doesn't help me out. Sometimes, okay, so sometimes things look cut, but they're not. And this happens to me. And so if you ever have something that like doesn't, that's really bad, but it looks like it's cut and everything, just please reach out. Like, and sometimes sometimes you just have to come from a different angle to get it. I don't know why. Sometimes it's just the way the blades work, especially with like the unicorn paper and stuff. But usually just coming from a different angle usually releases it. And sometimes it's almost like the blades want to skip, but they're really good blades. I don't know. They're these machines are super weird and finicky and just and all shop owners go through these struggles, especially, oh my gosh, the worst, you guys, the worst is when you have a blade and you're like, yeah, and it cuts out like your full sheets. If that's the option that you choose to do, it cuts out your full sheet, and then you go to lift the sticker, the Kiss Cut sticker, and nothing's cut. You're like, what the heck is your problem? And no matter what you do, you can't ever get it to Kiss Cut, but you can get it to full cut to like get the full, like if you were to cut a die cut or something. It is the most ridiculous and frustrating thing in the world. So frustrating. Okay, so I have some sticky notes here. Okay, so I know that we have chores every single day to do, but I don't know how I want to mark those. Oh my gosh, there's something, this weather is killing me, you guys. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. Yeah, it's all windy outside and everything, so I know my allergies are just gonna be crazy for the next couple of days. I never had allergies until I hit my 5th year here in Texas. Never in my life. Okay, so I'm gonna add some habit trackers here. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna use them for just yet, but I figure use them or have them and not need them, then need them and not have them. So I'll figure out something. Okay, so we have chores every single day of the week. I'm not going day by day. I'm kind of just going where my thoughts want to go. Okay, so I think I'm gonna. Okay, guys, I love the stacked sticky notes. Okay, so I've done it a couple of times in this planner, and I love how it adds just a little bit of flair and just amazingness. And I'm just going to keep doing it. So Stephanie from Tipsy Dog Designs is the one that started stacking them. I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this. And then I was like, this is not cool. Don't be a trendsetter like this, because now I have to do this constantly in my life. Like, seriously? Can you not tell me? I dare you to say that does not look amazing. Like that just, yeah. I dare you. Try it. Try it. Okay. So household cleaning planners. So I'm trying to figure out. So clearly I don't think, because my kids have chores every day. I do chores with them every day. But it's like trying to incorporate something new when they haven't like figured out their first steps. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have 9 of these. I'm gonna go ahead and lay down 7 of them. we'll figure this out as we go. Okay. So one of the things, the way that we do chores in our house is you get sets of chores based upon, you know, like obviously your age, your abilities, things like that. And one of the ways that we then switch chores is you have to master it. So you have to master the chore in order to move on. And so we usually rotate. And we did when we were back in our old house, where we'd rotate chores every 3 months. But if in that 3 months you didn't master your chores, you got that chore for another 3 months, and possibly got more chores added to your list. And part of that is to teach, especially my boys, things that are normally regarded as female chores. So things like dishes, laundry, cooking, those types of things. I take my job very, very seriously as a mother of boys. Let's go ahead and put this sidebar tracker down, because I think that will work as well. Yeah, let's put it down here, because then I can take, where is it? Did I see? I thought I saw a teal colored one, but I guess I am mistaken. Well, there's no yellow in this sidebar, so let's take this yellow and we're going to add this over here. Okay. So I take my job very, very seriously as a mom to boys, that we, you know, that they need to know how to do these things, because it isn't going to be a matter of if they need to do it. It's going to be a matter of when they need to do it. And I say that because even after they get married, your spouse could very well get sick, like my mother-in-law did, be in the hospital, and you have to take care of the house. Well, if you don't know how to do it, it's going to be really, really hard. You know, just like with our daughter, you know, she needs to know things. So, okay. I was making sure I didn't cut through the page because it felt like I did. I didn't. I rest assured I did not. Okay, so I like taking the bottom washi, lining this up, and having this kind of framed. I do need to kind of focus in on some of the house stuff that we have going on, but you know, that's there. So same with my daughter. Like, she's got to learn, you know, how to change a tire. She's gonna have to learn how to check out oil on the car, you know, like basic things that you would automatically think the boys know how to do type stuff, right? So we take those jobs very, very seriously, but I get back to it. So if they don't master it, they keep having that chore, and it's a constant fight in terms of, if you don't like this chore, just master it and we can move on. They haven't quite figured that one out yet. So where's my scripts? And then, where's my chores? Where's my chore script? Okay. So I have we don't normally do chores on Sundays. Those are our days that we don't do chores. However, if they need to be done, like, they'll be done type thing, right? So if let's see, what do I got going on here? Okay, we'll just kind of layer it onto this. And then I can just be able to write in all of the chores that need to get done that day. I'd really like to get back to where I am doing a little bit just every day, but it's just not working out that way just yet. But yeah, so eventually my boys hopefully will start to figure it out and stuff. My daughter's well on her way to be like, yeah, you know what, if I just master this, I can move on and have something else because I hate this job. So we tried to give them each a chore that they like and a chore that they don't like, because there are, I mean, at the end of the day, when you go to clean, there are some things that you like and some things you don't like. But they still got to be done. Okay, so I don't know exactly if I'm going to utilize this week, but I think this will work much better than what this last week turned out. Oh, that's right. I need to mark. I talked about that last week. Okay. We have trash on Wednesdays. I need to make sure, because that is one of the days that we have a hard time remembering to take the trash out, is that day. I wish there was another trash sticker, because we do have trash day on whatchamacallit, on Saturdays. I'm gonna actually pull out the stash that I used this last week, because I have a little trash can, which I don't think is going to take away from this spread at all. And then I can add in one of these to Saturday, and we can put the trash down there as well, because we do have trash that day. And that's just a few chores, because honestly, if you do a little bit each day, by the time you get to Saturday, you shouldn't have much to do. And that's what I'm trying to teach them. But, you know, 2 of them are teenagers, and one of them is almost a teenager. And then the youngest one is like, well, my brothers aren't doing it, so I don't need to do it either. So we're getting there. We'll get there. All right, let's zoom this in. And, oh my gosh, it looks so good, you guys. It looks so good. It's so bright and so happy and so cheerful. And I love having the beginning sidebar and the ending sidebar. Okay, yes. I'm sold on this layout. Wasn't completely sold on this layout. I think for currently what I'm trying to do, having the full boxes just makes so much more sense. However, nope, I used the washi up there. If I had moved the washi down and then did the boxes, that would have been just fine too. Anyways, so everything will always be linked down in the description box below. Like I said, this kit was from River and Ink. The scripts are from my shop, and I didn't pull anybody else's stuff in here, so yeah. Cool. I mean, well, I'm so happy to just see this. It's just, it makes me just really happy to just look at the spread. It's just a ray of sunshine. I love it. Okay, so if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any videos. There's that little bell too that apparently I'm supposed to talk about, that if you click it, you can get notified of when I upload videos. And then make sure you also comment down below how you like the spread, how you utilize chores for your kids, whatever, you know, just you know, if you just wanted to say, hey, this kit needed more blues and less pinks, you can say that too. Although I'm really like digging all the pinks and purples in it. So, and then last but certainly not least, the 3 things I tell you every video: stay happy, stay healthy, and stay safe. And until then, why do I say that? That makes absolutely no sense. Okay, let's try again. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.